Miss Walker? Miss Walker? Ah, there you are.
Okay, and we are somewhere maybe in Vaghen or Vaghen, I don't know.
Please excuse me, Frau Wagner. I was trying to decipher this. Is everything okay?
I found these for you. They might help you find that Müller shop you asked about.
Thank you, Frau Wagner. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, dear. I'll be at the reception desk if you need anything else.
Okay, I would say that's it where we leave it for today. Next time we can come back and read our diary and see where we are and what we are doing now. At least now she looks a little bit more like Kate Walker. She still doesn't speak like her, but at least she is back in freedom. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video or the next stream. Hello and welcome back. We are here today playing Syberia, the world before, and Kate has come back, I think, to Vaghen. I'm not sure, but it looks kind of like the hotel we were in when we first came to Vaghen. But we're gonna take a look and see what we have here now that we've escaped the mines.
Right. Guess I'd better start looking for shops called Müller that are likely to sell art supplies.
Alright, check the 3 right shops that are likely to have sold the painting case. Mühlen, Fishmonger, rule it out. Müller Gourmet Restaurant, rule it out. Müller and Merck's Bicycle Shop.
What about this one?
I mean, okay, no, erase. Rule it out. Müller, Pawnbroker, Paintings, Gold, check. Pharmacy, Medicines, rule out. Hatter, rule out. I guess we are in Vaghen, maybe? Are we?
Right. Guess I'd better start looking for shops called Müller that are likely to sell art supplies.
Okay. Müller General Store. Probably not. Food Birds Care. Clockworks. No. Shoes, no. Antiques, yes. Chocolates, toffees, no. Okay, I can look. Okay, can I go back? By the way, I will let you know if somebody's sending anything in the chat. I also have another chat window open. I just thought it's very distracting to have it in the scenes as well, so I'll just leave it like that right now, or maybe I will not give it a background at all the next time. Go up, or I mean, or do you expect me to give a third option, maybe? I don't know, I'm using a different camera. I don't know why it's so yellow. I need to check that the next time. Should I just check the 3 right shops? I don't know which one should be the third one.
These 3 make up a good basis to work from. Let's see if I can rule out a couple using the map.
Okay. Find the 3 shops on the map. Okay. No. Wait, what? Where are we? I have no idea. How can I take a closer look? I just know the names. Müller and something. Müller and Sohn. But how should I know the map? I think I have to go back for a second, because I don't really understand how I should know where these shops are. Headlines: clandestine mine dismantling. Wartime spoils found in clandestine salt mine. The discovery of a clandestine salt mine in the Iron Taiga region has both shocked campaigners of human rights and rocked the art world. It is reported that police descended on the illegal underground enterprise following a tip-off from a former slave, but slave labor was not the only surprise the police had in store. In one of the caverns, they've discovered a steam engine with several wagons full of prized wartime spoils. The missing masterpieces and other precious objects of art are said to have been stolen by the Brown Shadow during World War II. The find is estimated to be worth several $100 million. Police Chief Victor Polinsky said the operators and the jailers have been detained and the mine has been dismantled. The slaves have been identified and, after a short period of hospitalization, will be released to their next of kin. According to one hospital source, many slaves have been reporting that they had not been mining salt as was previously understood, but ivory and strange artifacts. The police have not yet commented on these reportings, only stating that the investigation is ongoing. With regards to the stolen art, Polinsky added, "Once our team of art experts has listed and identified the stolen objects, the difficult task will be to return them to their rightful owners." However, Chief Polinsky and his team might not have to look very far for the owners of many of the items. The authorities have already received hundreds of calls from people around the world claiming to hold proof of stolen family heirlooms and artwork, of course. Okay, but it made it all the way into the Wagner Post. I wonder how. What is that? A chair. Sit down. Locations, open mailbox. Aha, locations. But first the mailbox.
There must be 3 years worth of emails I haven't read here. Better do some cleaning up.
Ah, that's better.
Okay. Foreign first, Iron Taiga. Iron Taiga. The Iron Taiga refers to a region of Eastern Europe that has remained largely wild. It is mostly known for having been a defense line of the USSR during the Cold War. Soviet forces deployed a large amount of heavy military equipment in the region for the prevention of an eventual attack from the forces of NATO. Much of this equipment was abandoned on the collapse of the Soviet Union and left to rust or to be recycled by scrap metal and arms dealers. The region is rich in salt and includes a number of industrial hamlets that emerged with the expansion of mining. The activity was subject to a strong decline during the pre-Restroika or restructuration era, when the Soviet industrial fabric was sold piece by piece to the private sector. Some mines remained open but became the theater of shady operations linked to organized crime and identity splinter groups. Okay, yeah, Vaghen. What's new with Vaghen? Town. Lumen.os. Vaghen, Ostertal. Vaghen is the capital of Ostertal, a small country in Central Europe with a population of 9 million people. The city is built along the banks of the river Dombre, the third longest river in Europe, and is bordered by the Alps that separate it from Switzerland. As the fourth largest German-speaking city in the world, Vaghen is renowned for its history, with its origins dating back to the 6th century, and for its architecture largely influenced by the Art Nouveau movement. Devastated by a fire at the beginning of the 20th century, Vaghen became largely mechanized during its subsequent reconstruction. It since offers numerous curiosities that have fascinated generations of travelers and tourists. Its population, estimated today to be at 1.5 million inhabitants, was subject to a marked decrease during the Second World War. Vaghen, like the rest of Ostertal, was annexed by the fascists of the Brown Shadow. These fascists generalized persecutions against the significant local Vagaren community until the community was wiped out during the genocide set up throughout Europe during the following years. The number of Vagaren victims from Vaghen is estimated at over 100,000 people. Okay, I never would have thought that Vaghen is that big, or supposed to be that big. It's crazy. Okay, Müller shop.
Too many results to trawl through with a computer.
Okay.
Better off using the documents Frau Wagner brought me first.
Okay. I see. Then let's go back. Let's search people. Okay, sorry about that. We are back now. I hope we will stay back. Let me try to adjust the camera a little bit. Okay. Let's go. Okay, back to the game. So, we can go down. We can look at plants or something.
Now I get why they call this part of town the Flower District.
Okay. But these are not flowers. These are plants, not flowers. Okay, what do we have here on the table?
It's very calm here. Still haven't bumped into any guests since I arrived yesterday. And that suits me fine.
I still can't get used to her voice.
I get the impression I've seen that before someplace.
Okay, but it's about the chandelier. What? I will go up. Maybe this brings me some new clues.
Hope it still works.
Is it cold? Okay.
I hope it'll be just as calm when I get back. Wouldn't mind some alone time by the fire.
Okay, and what do we have here?
Hans.
Hans!
According to this flyer, he came to Vaghen during one of his trips.
Okay. Vaghen's history flyer. Oh no. What happened now with the camera? Come on. Okay, we're back. 1919, Ostertal is formed from the dividing up of several states after their defeat during the Great War. Vaghen becomes its capital in a difficult economical climate. 1933, as the Great Depression from the United States reaches its height in Europe, the situation becomes critical in Vaghen with an unemployment rate exceeding 25%. 1934, Vaghen owes its salvation to a strange French investor by the name of Hans Vorarlberg. This young man, on passing through the town on one of his numerous trips to the east, stayed in Vaghen to mechanize the entire city, which was destroyed by fire, so creating thousands of jobs that boosted the stagnant economy, before he disappeared as he had appeared. We owe him notably the town jewel, the musical square. 1938, after years of growth, Brown Shadow fascists annexed Vaghen. There followed a night of murderous raids against the Vagaren people. 1945. After years of fascist occupation, Vaghen is finally liberated by the Allied forces consisting of Soviet, American, British and French troops, a victory greatly facilitated by the local network of resistance fighters. 1955. After a decade of being administrated by Allied forces, Vaghen, and by extension Ostertal, recovers its full sovereignty and begins to transform its local economy. 1995, Ostertal becomes a member of the European Union. Alright. Then, highlights in Vaghen. The musical square, currently under renovation, the must-see destination of Vaghen. No one can say they have visited the town if they have not at least seen one of the incredible mechanical concerts. Second, the central station. Whether you arrive or leave from the station, one thing is for sure, its typical architecture is a landmark in its own right. 3. The Antiques District. A destination not to be missed. This district is full of surprises on every corner, just waiting to be picked up by the knowing bargain hunter. And 4. The Bridge of Mists. An idyllic view over the Dombre, unique architecture and numerous traditional shops featuring local crafts. This historical monument is not to be missed. Okay, maybe I should look in the Antiques District then. What else do we have? Vaghen's Memory Lane flyer. World War II Remembrance Tour of Vaghen. As a tribute to the thousands of Vagarans deported or killed by the Brown Shadow during World War II, this remembrance tour will take you to the major locations where wartime horrors took place. We hope you will leave time for some silence as you stroll along with this moving walk through history. It will take you to the following locations: the Bridge of Mists, the district that suffered the most from the terrible anti-Vagaran raids in 1938, Remembrance Lane in the Musician District, where Vagarans from the ghetto were cold-bloodedly executed, along with those who tried to protect them, and finally the central train station, where thousands of innocent people were loaded onto the train of death. We will remember them. Alright, I think that's everything we have. Okay. Let me see. Okay, my chat is empty. So empty. Where can I go? We can see the whole hotel, maybe? Don't know. Is that my room? Musical square painting. We know this one. A painting of Vaghen. Miller.
I'll find her, Katyusha. Just like I promised.
Oh, okay.
And we'll find out who she is. Or was.
The woman in the painting. Iron Tiger, 1944. The painting was hidden in Major Sitter's train, looted by the Brown Shadow. The train got caught in a rock slide. 2004. I found Major Sitter's train with Katyusha. The painting was made in 1937. It was stored in a music case. The painting case mentions a Müller shop in Vaghen. Okay, this is this one. 2005, Vaghen. I need to find this Müller shop. So it's already been a year, or at least a lot of time. Vaghen, 1937, painted near a mountain. I can't decipher the painter's signature. The young woman on it, who is she? Okay. Let's read this one. Officer's suicide note. Yeah, we've read this one. Okay, no need to read it again. So here.
Nice. It seems like a lifetime since I enjoyed some good old-fashioned comfort. Room might not be as cozy as a you call yurt, but it's sure more spacious.
Yeah, it looks cute. Introspect.
How strange to be here in Vaghen. After months of roaming from east to west on a motorbike, after taking odd jobs here and there to build up a little nest egg to finance this trip, and to be able to stay in this guest house for a time. Lucky Frau Wagner let me in despite my appearance when I arrived, with my meager means. The days when Marson and Lormont paid for my travel expenses seems far away now. It's like they were someone else's memories, fading away with passing time. Guess I've changed. Since the death of Mom and Katyusha, pursuing my hypothetical double on the painting turned out to be too tempting. Comforting, even. In any case, I promised Katyusha I would find her.
Okay, yes, we will. Okay, I think that's everything in our room. Let's see the other rooms. Oh, what is that? Vaghen?
That's Germany over there. I wonder how far Barockstadt University is from here.
Barockstadt.
Vaghen is surrounded by the Alps. Switzerland is right on the other side.
Okay.
I understand why Wagner's call their town the heart of Europe. It's literally in the center of it. I think that's Frau Wagner's room.
Okay.
That's not my room. Better not go in.
Okay, so there's only 2 rooms for guests. Okay, let's look at the map again. Yeah, let's go to the coffee table. And let's see, Antiquitätenviertel, yes, this one. Let's go here. Should I also check other ones? Automaten? I don't know. I'll just leave it at that, I think. Let's try to go down. Maybe she will say, no, I need to find where I'm going, but we can try. Okay, she's going.
Oh, hi, dear.
Ah, hello. Knock. Oh, is that like a telephone booth? Oh, okay, cute. Cute. Oh, what's with this camera? For God's sake. Okay, somehow it's always time outing or something.
So, Miss Walker, were the documents of any help to you?
To tell you the truth, I haven't had time to look at them yet. But thank you so much for digging them out for me. I'm sure they'll be a great help.
Good. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your guest house, Frau Wagner?
Oh, I'd be delighted. What would you like to know?
Things seem to be quiet today.
Oh, there's never many guests at this time of year.
Actually, is she a guest too?
Oh, yes. She arrived earlier. An elderly English lady. A former military officer, if I understood correctly. They say she's come on some rather unpleasant business. A burial, from what I can gather. Yes, Miss Walker. And she hasn't let go of the telephone since she got here.
I'd love to know more about you, Frau Wagner.
Oh, there's not much to tell, really. At least, nothing that would change the course of history.
But I'm sure you've had an eventful life, haven't you?
Well, I was born just after the war in Vaghen, and I've never left. I opened this place and ran it with my husband until he died a few years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You see, nothing to write home about. Then again, we were never ones for excitement, really. But we were happy, my husband and I.
The room's just perfect. Thank you so much.
There's no need to thank me, Miss Walker. It's my job to make sure my guests are comfortable. And it's not every day we get a young American lady on a motorbike in the middle of the night looking for a mysterious shop. It makes me feel like I'm in a detective novel.
I have a few questions about Vaghen.
Good, because if you'd asked me about the latest scientific discovery, I'd have to say pass. But if it's about Vaghen, then you've come to the right person, my dear.
What can you tell me about the district?
Well, it's one of the oldest districts in Vaghen, traditionally working class. Myself and a few of the other relics who live here do try to keep it from modernization and mass tourism as best as we can. Other districts haven't been so careful, and the locals have been forced to leave their district because of rising rent prices.
To be honest, I haven't had much time to find out about Vaghen and the surrounding area. What is it I should know?
For one, Vaghen is very old, renowned for its charm and culture. As for the surrounding area, it attracts mountain lovers mostly, it being so near to the Swiss Alps, of course. The banks of the Dombra, the longest river in the country, are the delight of summer vacationers.
My, quest here is closely linked to the region of Vaghen. Could you tell me a little bit about its history?
I'd be glad to.
The woman I'm looking for must have been about 18 in 1937. Was this an important date in the history of Vaghen?
Not that I know of, no. But I'm not much of a historian, and I wasn't even born then. All I know is that the Troubles came the following years, with the Second World War. So that year must have been a boom year for fascist ideology, when the Brown Shadow was still just another party vying for power by preaching hate.
I found out about the woman I'm looking for thanks to a painting that must have been pillaged by the Brown Shadow during World War II.
It doesn't surprise me. Vaghen, and by extension all of Ostertal, was annexed and occupied by the fascists just before the war. They sacked, stole, and pillaged everything they could, just like they did in the rest of occupied Europe.
Nothing else comes to mind for the moment. Thank you for your time.
Well, feel free to come back and ask if you have any more questions.
Okay, thank you very much. What do we have here? Exit.
I can't leave without first locating the shop.
Ah, I
need
knew
to
it.
use the map and phone book Frau Wagner left in the living room.
I knew it. Then we try to locate it. I don't know how else to do it, but sure we will get there. Maybe
The musical square. Everyone says it's one of the places you just gotta see in Vaghen. Too bad there aren't any Mudo shops there, though.
rule out. Here I have no idea. How am I supposed to know that? That's already Baden, right? What is this? Sanatorium Baden. That's the station. And that? What is that? Kiosk. I don't know. Maybe Blumenviertel, yes. Maybe this one, I don't know. Restaurant, hotel, parks. Beer? No. What is that? Picnic. Harbor. Is that right? No. Probably not. What is that? Ah, okay, that's the... Ah. That is like the whole... part of the map. I see now how this works. But still, it's kind of weird. Then I'm ruling out everything except for antiquities.
The district where the guest house is situated. Pity none of the shops are near here.
Okay. Now all of the areas on the map that I can choose are ruled out. Except for you. But it seems that this is wrong. I'm just guessing right now.
I'm pretty confident about one of my choices.
Is that good or bad?
I should stick with 3 choices. Checking more locations would be too much.
Okay.
2 of my choices don't feel right, but one of them seems okay at least.
Okay. Good to know.
I should stick with 3 choices.
The musical square.
I'm pretty sure about one of my choices, but I bet I'm wrong about the other ones.
Okay.
Two of my choices don't feel right, but one of them seems okay at least.
Okay, it needs to be the antiquities.
Looks like I'm almost there. I just need to check one of my choices. Something doesn't feel right.
Okay. Good. So, where does that leave me? Maybe this one?
I nailed it for 2 of my choices.
Okay, for 2 of your choices. What about this one?
One of my choices feels off.
The district where the guest house is situated. Pity none of the shops are near here.
I nailed it for 2 of my choices.
Ah, okay.
Looks like I'm almost there.
Maybe Baden?
One of my choices... I nailed it for 2 of my...
Ah,
One of my choices...
okay. This is wrong. Let's just stick to...
Looks like I'm almost there.
The musical square.
Okay.
Everyone says it's one of the places.
One of my choices...
This is wrong. Okay. Think we've been to all other places here. What about this again?
I nailed it for 2...
Okay, wrong. What about the sanatorium?
One of my choices...
Ah. One is still wrong? What?
Looks like I'm almost... Okay.
Yeah?
So these 3 shops are the most likely to have sold the painting case.
Okay,
I
cool.
need to pick the right one now.
Need to pick the right one now. Here, choose.
No doubt about it. This antique shop is probably my best shot. Better hang on to the address.
Thank you. Phone book page. the page I tore out of the phone book at the guest house. It indicates that the Miller and Son shop can be found in the antiques district of Vaghen. Nice.
Just need to get the painting from my room, and I can go and show it to the antique dealer.
Okay.